Hello everyone, Rai here. I've been planning to do this kind of video for a while, and here it is. Please do know that these are my own guidelines, and this is not a tutorial or me telling you how to do things. However, I am going to tell and show you how I used my own guidelines to go from an empty page to some of the design pages you can see in EVG magazine. To begin with, I always have two things ready, and that's the style guide of EVG and the content from the game developer. The style guide is important because it contains the basic rules about the style of EVG. This will keep EVG consistent when it comes to using colors, the color codes for example, fonts, but also how images, logos, and text should be placed. At some point, you know exactly what you can and can't do. The content from the game developer is super important for EVG, as we don't really use many screenshots. We ask for drafts, sketches, concept art, and 3D model images, pretty much everything that belongs in the process of creating video games. When I receive content from a game developer, I always go through all of them. It doesn't matter if it's 10 or 30 images, I need to see them all, because this can also be a part of my own inspiration source. It's possible that when going through this, I see a certain image that would support not only the text, but also do something extra with the design. I always start with a blank empty page. For me, it is mainly to give every page its own fresh and unique look without copying it from another design. This keeps things challenging for me as well, and it gives me the total freedom to come up with a new design for each article. When I go through this process, I keep in mind that these developers are putting their time, effort, and passion in their game they're creating, and that's what I want to reflect back in every page I design. That's why the design is clean, smooth, and modern. It's also another way to let the developers know that we are taking them and their content seriously. When I start the design, I never know how it will turn out. I may have a few ideas, but then it's still a matter of fitting everything together. It can be the color combinations, the placement of images, or even the size of text. Some designs may look finished, but could still change the next day. It's not a bad thing to have fresh new eyes on a design, but do know your limitation when it comes to keep changing it. What I absolutely don't do is limit myself to amount of pages. Sometimes I just want to place an image as big as possible and let it speak for itself. That's another thing you might notice in the magazine, is that the images are carrying most of the colors and really pop out because of it. You will also notice more space around text. This has actually several reasons which are connected to each other. I chose for a cleaner design, so this will be easy to the eye and much more inviting to read. Another reason is that the magazine is digital. Some of the things will work much better on screen and others in print. I don't easily cut text, especially those from the developers, as I wanted to keep it as original as possible. Every little thing they say is either a part of the development process or a part of the artist's personality, and that's the combination we want. In the end, you have your style guide and the needed content from the developer, and you only need one more thing, and that's the inspiration. However, to be really honest, you can't always wait for the right inspiration, because the deadline will only come closer. Sometimes you just need to work with the amount of inspiration you have, or advice and support you're given, and trust in your creativity. You can do this. Thank you for watching and keep up the good work.